couldn't hear it, but we could.
Salud. All right. So we weren't planning on doing a third recording this sesh, but it doesn't matter to you because it's coming out a week later, whatever. We both had stuff we forgot to talk about.
This is the juicy episode.
So I said a couple episodes ago, that anytime a news thing popped up on my phone, I'm going to read it.
Guaranteed. Or your money back.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Except
no
for
matter,
Patreon.
Unless it's like political, because I'm not going to read about fucking Nancy Pelosi, blah, 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 fucking...
We don't
Ted
care.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, that's not something I want to get into.
Russell doesn't care about that.
So especially local news is what I'm going to read. And this comes from KOCO Channel 5 in Oklahoma City. Breaking news. Headline reads, Bigfoot hunting session, legislative stunt or tourism promotion.
I'll give you my colon.
And that's all we're going to say about that. Because that's how this segment is. Chun chun.
Dun, dun. How do we replicate the fucking Law and Order CVS?
CBS.
My mind has like escaped to fucking long receipts right now. I'm so gone.
Ding, ding,
SUV? SVU?
SVU, there you go.
There
Law
we
and
go.
Order CBS. Criminal butthole.
Law and Order
situation.
ABC.
Law and Order criminal butthole situation.
I hope that butthole is not a curse word because I will not remove that. I refuse.
Actually, you bleep the butt and keep
No,
the hole, or
I'm
you
keeping
bleep
everything.
the hole and keep the butt.
Russell, I will keep your butthole.
Thank you. Because I can't hold on to it. All right. So,
oh God, this is gonna be a good episode.
Yeah, because we weren't
Guaranteed.
planning on doing this. I will always and forever hope that we do more than two a sesh, because the third is always
It's
the
a
turd.
golden. It's a
First the
golden.
worst, second the best, third the turd.
Let's
Fourth
do
the
this.
fuck. Oh shit.
Afterbirth.
Fourth the afterbirth.
Is
All right.
afterbirth a curse word?
All right, boys and squirrels. Howdy doody time. Let's go. What are we talking about? I just talked about Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No.
Do you believe in cryptids?
Yes.
What do you believe in?
I can't say I believe in it, but I want Mothman to be real to such a high degree.
Mothman is like the least believable one.
I know. I know. And I think that's why I want it.
All right.
I want the
Mulder.
mystery. I want I want to believe.
Yeah.
But no, I don't guess I actually believe in cryptids. I would be more than happy to have our guests entertain us when it comes to cryptids.
Dude, we could
If you
do
can
a
send
whole...
me, let's have a cryptid corner and send it to us at chillprisonpod@gmail.com.
Fuck yeah.
And
Because-
make Russell read that shit.
Dude, I will do entire hour-long shows eventually. Like, it's
Yeah.
just- Jackson Bailey Spooks America is a podcast that I listen to. And it's literally like the guy who does it just does a report on just a cryptid or a weird thing that happens. And they make fun of it,
fucking love that.
or they talk about it.
I want to have the budget to be able to do something like
and
that.
it's not like a...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want me to spend the night with Russell in the woods, we're saying an extended weekend, 3 days.
fuck yeah. Next,
Pay us to
After
do it.
my
I will
next-
do this
after either
For
I
you.
quit my job or
because of you.
earn more vacation. because
Also
I
because
don't
of
have
you.
anymore. Because I got to go to my little brother's wedding. Hey-o. But yeah, no,
I'm going to take my shoes off.
that's...
Is that gonna
that's
offend you?
I'm not even wearing socks, my friend.
All right.
But
Let's play footsies.
it's Jackson Bailey Spooks America. It's lighthearted. It's not like Jesse Ventura just asking questions. It's sometimes they get, they believe what they're reading, and sometimes it's complete absolute fuckery, and they just don't even care. Like, it's just funny shit, and they're making fun of something. But it's always a topic that I want to hear.
Yeah.
I want to make that show. And actually, we talked about this before recording the last episode.
We'll fucking do it. I don't give a
But
shit.
like, we have, at least I do, I have Russ, plans to make more than one podcast here. This is going to become a network, motherfuckers.
We're expanding.
It's going to be the Prism Network, the Prism Podcast Network, the chillest cube you can get in.
Get on this.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking train.
I'm going to run a D&D campaign. I'm going to write the campaign. I'm going to build the world. I am going to have professional, at least one, a professional voice actor involved.
Jesus.
Name's not named, but I do already know, and she already has said yes.
And yours truly, Ben, will be participating in the campaign. And I guarantee I will fucking derail this shit. Not on purpose, but because I'm a piece of shit.
That's the fucking point. And the best part about this is I'm going to DM this podcast, this game, these games that we will be playing.
And you're going to be the first to know. But we love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and create a name for yourselves. We will vote between myself and Russell for the name. By vote, I mean we'll just make a decision.
As far as what our listeners are called?
Yeah. You guys get to name yourselves.
The Prismeers.
The Cubes. The Pubes.
The Icy Boys and Girls.
The Ice Nice.
The Chillsters. But anyway, that D&D podcast that I want to do, that's actually what I wanted to do before we did this. But there's a lot of, investment
steps
as far as that goes because I've never played D&D before. I just love D&D. I listen to so many fucking D&D podcasts. It's ridiculous.
I think that's endearing, though. Like, it's nice to know that you don't have it all figured out.
No.
I would prefer to be on the journey if I were a listener.
For about 6 months now, I have been working. I've put in so many hours of thought and actual physical effort. Writing and effort and monetary purchases into building my own universe so that we can play in with Dungeons and Dragons type platform. I don't know if we can use Dungeons and Dragons as far as an actual fucking name because Wizards of the Coast's
they're gonna pursue us.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved legally
in their crosshairs.
Yeah, if that's an issue, but we will be playing a role-playing game
with dice to roll for initiative.
Yeah. And it's going to be fun, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be gut-wrenching. It's going to be amazing.
I can guarantee you personally, I'm going to put my fucking name, Benneth E. Keith, on the line and guaranteeing that it's going to be good. It's going to be a great time. There are very few things that I see Russell get fired up about in life.
Yeah, that's true. As far as passionate
just
of
everything
things that I want.
Everything. Yeah. You don't want anything in life. This is the only thing you want.
Yeah, pretty much. All I want to do is entertain some folks.
We are kindred spirits in that sense. I just want to play live music for people and make them actually feel something and walk away.
I just want to make people feel uncomfortable for monetary gain, and that's what I'm going to do.
And you know what? That's why we're here.
That is why we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, another project that I want to work on is the occasional movie review pop culture-esque podcast. We've already kind of started with the
Mando moment.
Talking about the Mando moment, Mandalorian, the TV show. I don't know if we'll
release
those episodes.
It's a TV show, but god damn it, if the quality is not cinematic, I don't know what it is.
I want to tell you about how I feel.
Dude, I want to
I'm going to make that a show.
I want to stroke the shit out of Disney for that. That is amazing.
WandaVision just came out, and it was okay.
I forgot that I have access to it.
It was just okay, and I'm so satisfied.
That's fine. There's no problem with that.
I think it
ladies
rubs
and gentlemen,
me the right way.
Russell also rubbed himself the right way. His hands are inside of his pants right now.
Hey, you know
in
what?
his own home.
It's my house.
But also his studio.
It's my
also
studio.
The workplace.
I own this place legally.
But also, we own this place equally.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know to go to HR. I think I am HR. I don't know how to handle this.
I'm HR. And
Okay.
HR says go fuck yourself.
There we go.
You know what? Fuck you. Anyway, listeners, fucking movie reviews, movie commentaries.
It's all coming toward you.
It's all coming out of me. And
We have
my
the least
penis
flattering
and my bestest
cockshot
boy,
angle.
Benjamin E. Keith. Is that what the fuck he said?
Benneth.
Benneth?
Benneth is my first name, and you should know this because you're my friend.
Yeah, sorry.
Benneth.
Benneth E. Cunt.
That's close enough.
Benny boy. And it's all coming. We may even make an entire hour devoted to just for science. It depends
It's
on
going to
how
be called
it's
The Full Load.
the Full Load Podcast Network.
Well, we're not going to name the whole network of that, but for movies, we're going to give you The Full Load.
The Full Load.
I won't pull out halfway like a cheesy piece of shit.
Because I want to get you pregnant. Listeners.
Exactly. I'm not going to give you a half load. I'm not going to give you my sorry seed
I want to impregnate you with my opinions about movies.
with the premium seed. The premium seed might come at a premium. No, it won't come at a premium cost. We're going to give it to you. We're just going to give it to you. Because we love you. And if you want more, we'll give you more, but you have to ask. Because we value consent.
Look. Yeah. Here's another thing.
If you want it, you tell me you want it, and I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Another idea I have is a purely heartfelt, why am I upset? Why am I sad? There's actually a podcast called Why Am I Sad? But a podcast where we just talk about our feelings. It doesn't have to be with me and Ben. It could just be,
It's just be Ben, or it could just fucking be Russ.
Look, and
There's nothing wrong with that, and you need to fucking respect it.
Listeners, if
We
you
love it.
have an idea, pitch it to us on chillprismpod@gmail.com. I'll get with you. If it's a good idea. If it's a shit idea, I'm not going to get with you. I'm not going to even fucking open it.
You might get correspondence.
Yeah.
And that means something.
Look, we can make a podcast over fucking Zoom or whatever. Or Discord. Fucking, we'll do it. And we will do it. This is going to be an empire that you are involved in, that you will be. And I'm not trying to sell you on some Mary Kay.
You built this.
On fucking rock and roll.
Love Blue Oyster Cult. I really do.
Listen,
We'll get on that later.
we have so many plans. This is just the beginning. This bullshit, two guys talking about random
Penises.
fuck. Yeah, making penis jokes and talking about their assholes. This is just the beginning. And it will get bigger. It will never end. Chill Prism 100 years.
I mean, I want to end
Morty.
myself.
Morty!
Morty. You ever think about fucking the end of existence, Morty? It fucking doesn't matter, Morty, because your brain is so small that you can't even comprehend.
Chill Prism 100 years, Morty.
Forever, Morty. We're fucking... Liquor is the only existence that would fucking exist beyond right now, Morty.
We could do an entire fucking monthly show of just... We start the show plastered and we only get plastered-er. Contribute to my alcoholism.
I mean, it's on you.
Donate
if you want
to my Patreon. Chill Prison Podcast.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. This is all because of you.
Wait, you have a for science.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're only...
Oh, okay.
How many minutes do you think we're in, Russ?
7.
That is impressive.
Fuck yeah. I don't even have a watch on.
Because we're 15 in.
Oh.
Sorry, we're 14:55.
All right. So we have... Okay, so...
Minus cuts and edits.
Yeah, so look. I've been wanting to get that out. We're going to build this thing. It is going to be a house that you will be a tenant of. Yeah. And it's not, you're not going to sign a lease and fucking pay me, $700 to rent out.
And I'm not going to stress when you pull the fucking milk out of the fridge and you drink straight out of the carton.
I'm not going to make
it's okay.
I'm not going to make you sign a waiver acknowledging that that all the walls in this house are painted with lead.
And if you need to leave the shower on for 8 minutes before you actually get in, I get it. No one wants to walk into a cold shower.
Look,
But we love you because you built this house. This is your house.
And I own it. And you
financially.
own it. Yeah, and I own it, and Ben owns it.
For legal reasons.
And you're allowed to stay here. It's a halfway house, but it goes more than halfway.
And you can stay on our couch.
Where are we going?
You can stay on our audio couch. But where we're going, we're transitioning.
Our couch
it's audio.
That was passed
it's by
down
audio
from my wife's great-grandmother to her grandmother to her mother to me.
But also, by sleeping on this couch, you're consenting to sexual favors, obligations. My penis will be inside you if you sleep on the couch.
You are.
It's okay, and I'm letting you know beforehand.
We are not responsible for any fucking bites you may receive in the night while you're sleeping.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Bed bugs, may
and
be
or
an
otherwise.
occurrence. They haven't be, but I'm not counting that out.
Yeah,
I've had to leave. Okay, here's a good segue. When I first moved here.
Oh no.
So it would have been August
of blank year.
August.
We're not going to give the year.
Why?
Because they don't need to know that.
August 9th, 5 years ago.
Okay.
In 20. I moved here. It was when I set sail with my 20...
Independence?
With my independence, living with my grandmother and grandfather.
What?
Suckling off their teeth.
Wife?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about when I actually moved, not into this apartment, when I moved to Oklahoma.
Oh,
I've only lived in the apartment for not even 2 full years.
Full years. They don't need to know. But also, we're in the studio, not the apartment.
Yeah, well, it's a part. It's a part meant
find out.
to be a studio.
They can sue us 10 years down the road. I don't give a shit.
Look, fuck you. So, no, when I first moved across the country to, spread my wings and get away from the drama in Wisconsin that I started. Shit.
When you did that, when you subscribed to this apartment?
No. Before that.
Oh no. Are we about to get into some stuff?
No, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna keep this in.
That's totally fine. I deserve that. Fuck.
You know what?
Oh, it's so close.
I'm gonna take some onus on this. Because I should have been following along. I should have been a active participant in this conversation, but I wasn't.
I completely forgot what I was gonna say. It was cool too because it was a segue.
I just let it go.
Bed bugs. That's what
Bed bugs.
That was the segue. Okay.
There you go.
Within the first month or so that I moved down here, I was living. I lived with my grandparents for a long time. And my aunt and my uncle and my cousins live down here as well. The church that my family goes to does this yearly camping trip, by Broken Bow.
I fucking love those so much. I enjoy those thoroughly.
I moved here with what my version of the essentials would be, right? So every
Toothpaste?
piece of clothing that I own that I would wear. So all my band T-shirts. All the nice jeans that I have, all the bad jeans that I have. Basically, I brought all of my stuff, but really all my stuff was just clothes. I didn't bring, my old teddy, no memorabilia. I brought fucking my clothes and my phone is basically all I brought, right?
I wish that I didn't identify so closely with that because we're in different parts of the continent. But I identify exactly with that, and that may speak against my character.
So here's what happened.
But that's where we're at.
Here's what happened. About a week or two after I moved down here.
We need to put a urinal in the studio's recording room. Figure it out.
I'll get with somebody. I'll get with my people on that.
We'll consult. So you're coming down from Wisconsin to move and you grab the we'll say essentials,
Pretty much everything I own, which is
clothes and phone.
And in all honesty, as far as stuff that I actually wear, about a week's worth of clothes and then a month's worth of clothes that I really never touch, right?
Right.
I moved down here, and about a week after I moved down here, I go on this camping trip, and I stay with my aunt and uncle in their RV.
Is that even camping? I mean, that's going to be its
that's
own
a
argument.
whole nother
It's
subject.
a different
and
argument.
I agree with you. It's not camping, but I do stay with them.
Right.
We're there. I think it was like a whole weekend and then some. So it was like probably like 5 days in total that we stayed at this campsite. It was fun. And then on the last day, somebody...
Let me fucking go ahead and clarify. I would absolutely love to live in an RV for a month with Russell and his wife.
Make it happen, listeners. Give us money.
And my girlfriend and myself.
No, just us two.
I mean, I'd do that too. If your wife is okay. That would probably prolong your marriage.
Can I finish my story?
No. I need to fucking finish this. Listeners, if you want to put us in an RV with each other, we'll put it at 1 month. We'll drive as many places as we can go for 1 month, and we will video record damn near every interesting second. Make it happen.
Especially since when I quit my job after this makes money, I'll have all the free time in the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm on this camping trip, right? On like the second to last day, one of the families
I'm going to see your penis. You know what's going to happen, right?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
You're going to see my penis.
I've seen it.
It's restless.
On the second to last day, one of the families that was at that campsite with us from the congregation left early.
Yeah.
They left early because they had bed bugs.
Because they're premature.
No, they left early because they had bed bugs.
Shit.
My aunt, who is already a fucking hypochondriac.
Just assume that you had bed bugs.
Well, she wasn't going to take the chance. And in all honesty, I wouldn't either. I don't blame her for this, but it did not help her stress level. So the next day, we go back to their house, and she bags up every single piece of fabric in that RV, including every piece of clothing that I own. Because I was already there. I hadn't unpacked my suitcase yet. So she bagged up everything that I owned. Because I had just moved there. So every single piece of clothing that I had. I only had one suitcase. I hadn't unpacked yet. So every single piece of clothing that I owned was in these suitcases that I had brought with me on this camping trip. And she put it in the RV. And she then Googled what to do, and it basically it said something about putting the stuff in the oven that may be contaminated. And she was like, well, this is Oklahoma in summer, so it's 100 and 900 degrees outside. We'll just bag everything up in trash bags and put it in the RV and leave it there for a month. For a month, I was not allowed to have my clothing. I had to wear my cousin's clothing, who, if you've never met my cousin, he did come to school during my senior year, so some of you may have met my cousin. He's taller than me by about 9 feet and skinnier than me by about 1,000,000 sizes. So I had to wear my cousin's clothes for about a month before I could have any of my clothes back. It was the worst experience of my life. Not to mention, I had just fucking moved here. Did you hear any of that?
You just fucking live here?
Did you hear any of what I had said?
Not at all.
Well, to reiterate this, since my co-host here was taking a piss, I'll give you a condensed version. Because there was a risk of bed bugs, my aunt bagged up everything I owned.
Yeah, and so you had to live off
for
of
a
like
month.
2 things.
No, I had 0 things. 0 pieces of clothing. It was the clothes it wasn't the clothes on. It was, I wore my cousin's clothes, who you haven't met him yet. You will eventually.
Okay.
for a month while my clothes baked in the RV in a trash bag. My cousin, I just explained to the listeners, my cousin is about 9 feet taller than me and about 900 sizes as far as skinniness, as far as width goes, smaller than me. He shops at he gets, or at least at that time got his clothes from the big and tall store, but he only shopped in the tall section, the small and tall fucking small and tall store.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
I can't even. That's such a specific difference from you that is hard for me to even be able to.
It was
I can't,
so weird.
Oh my goodness! I can't sympathize with that. I've never had anybody that exact difference for me. You know, you can have somebody taller than you, but they're usually also bigger than you. And you can inherit clothes from them comfortably. You can have someone shorter than you, but typically they're also slimmer than you.
Yeah, this cousin...
You don't get to wear their clothes, and that's just something you live with.
This cousin, he's had a few different hernia surgeries, which is also just kind of funny for some reason. He's had different hernia surgeries, and every single time that he's had a hernia surgery, the doctor has come out and said to his mother, "That was the easiest surgery that I've performed because I had to cut through no fat." That's not an exaggeration. He said, "I didn't have to cut through any fat. It was literally a one and done. I didn't have to do anything. It was skin, muscle, hernia, done."
And they just walked away from the surgery?
Yes. He was fine. Like, he is the skinniest person that I know. And it's not because he's starving himself. I just cannot wait till he gets fat. I just cannot wait till he gets fat.
Wait, are you wishing that somebody becomes fat?
Yes.
Wait, because he's had it too good for too long?
Yes.
Okay. I can sympathize with that.
His Facebook sucks. He doesn't have really any picture. I was going to show you a picture. I'm trying to...
But there's no unflattering picture of him?
No, there's just really not that many pictures of him
Like
that
me?
really show him. He's like my wife, an artist, and fuck, his art is... Like, just put up a random picture of his art.
I feel that more than I see it, if
Right?
that makes sense.
No, it makes exact sense. Look at this. This was pencil.
There's no way that was pencil.
It was pencil.
So listeners, it was digitized. So you remember the Thanos snap scene?
Actually, I lied. That actually wasn't pencil. He does have a version of that in pencil, but that wasn't pencil.
Okay. But it regardless of whether or not it was pencil, it was amazing.
That, I can confirm, that specific drawing that I'm showing you right now is Sharpie on a bathroom stall door.
How did he have the time to do this? This is
It's
so
something
detailed.
that at the summer camp that he went to, it's something that he actually that they do. He did have the time. It's not like he was sitting down to take a shit and did it.
Oh my goodness.
That might have been the bunk above him.
So let's fucking take a back step real quick. Don't fucking show me that because I'm going to delve too deep into it. He drew a Thanos snap amazing piece where an individual, spoiler alert, an individual gets digitized and turns into fucking dust.
Yeah.
And it looks incredible. I don't give a shit if it's...
That's pencil. I mean,
God,
this guy,
Deathstroke. Okay, so he's doing amazing comic book work, and I don't care if... Did he do that?
That's
You're giving me an overload. Stop.
Okay,
Stop.
Let me explain. Okay, I'll stop after this. But this picture that I'm showing you right now, he would do this. I'd sit next to him in church on Sundays. He'd do stuff like this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at a poke and stick tattoo, but it is photorealistic of an eye crying.
Yeah, and it's just he just did it with a pen, just on his arm.
Just a pen.
Yeah, just a regular ballpoint pen.
And it looks exactly like that. It doesn't. I'm not saying that against his quality because again, it's photorealistic.
This man is a military contractor.
That is amazing.
Yeah, he since I'm not saying his name, I guess I can say this. He works for a company that like he's not working for his potential. He works for a company that makes animated training videos for the military.
And so he's never going to even come close to what he's capable of.
It's not what he wants to do. His major is in video game design. But
I can fucking see that.
Yeah. I mean,
I can fucking see
he's
that.
amazing. And my single listener that I will refer to as single listener, you've probably met him. He dated one of our choir buddies who was a few years younger than us, but super tall and blonde.
So we're going to call you SL for single listener, or we're going to call you L in the future.
Mad Dog.
Because L-E-L-L-E sounds like a beautiful name, and I'm going to fucking put a different fucking face to your face.
I think you'd probably met him. But anyway, he wants to be a game designer. That's what he went to school in. That's what he's majored in. That's what he graduated with. But at the moment, he's working for a company that's a military contractor, doing animated videos.
Yeah.
Of animated training videos that are specifically made in Windows 2003.
Because that's the format that everybody has.
No, it's the format that the military requires because that is basically the lowest
universal format.
It's not the universal, it's just the lowest compatibility that they can use. Because not everybody has fucking Windows Vista or XP.
That's what I mean
by motherfucking Windows 10, which I hate. But it just he's not living out his full potential. This guy is
he could make a fucking stack of corn look amazing like the Mona Lisa. This guy has serious eye for art.
He came up for my graduation, so he was there the last week of my senior year. He was he got a visitor pass for my school.
We didn't give him a visitor pass for fucking CPP.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to get him on here.
Let's get him on here. Let's figure this out.
He lives in town.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's just. I don't talk to him all that much because he's real busy. We have completely separate lives. He's my best friend. I just haven't talked to him in a while. Anyway, he was It's actually kind of a funny story. So one of my best friends, starting in around my freshman year, actually the last day of my freshman year, I accidentally introduced him to
his wife?
He grew up in Oklahoma. No.
Okay. Let's backtrack. I apologize.
He grew up in Oklahoma. When I was down here one year, I was talking to my friend who was in my choir buddy, one of my best friends, this girl, and it was through Snapchat, and he saw a picture of this girl, and he just immediately wanted to know who this was. And so I was like, okay, we had Skyped or whatever too, and when I was at his house, they hit it off. It was insane. They're not together anymore. But by the time my senior year hit, she was, I think, a junior. So she's a year younger than I am.
Yeah.
And he came down. He went up there. Him and his mom, dad, and sister went up there for my graduation to see me graduate and everything. And he got a visitor pass, and he followed. And instead of going with his fucking relative to class from class to class, like I signed him up for a week earlier, he's followed his fucking girlfriend around. So
hell yeah.
So any listeners that did go to school with me that know who I am, that's who I'm talking about. The really tall guy that dated the most talented singer in our high school. But yeah, no, they've actually, the day I got home from the camping trip and fucking had to bag all my clothes is the day that they broke up, coincidentally. But that's a sucky story. But actually, he's with somebody right now, and it's amazing.
It's looking pretty promising.
I that's in the past. And actually, the girl I was talking about, who's a friend, is married to.
That's the shitty part. Two great people can fucking break up.
Oh,
and
then
absolutely. Have their own lives, and we just have to accept it.
Yeah, have you ever seen
as
Gilmore
the bystanders? No, I haven't.
That's basically all that fucking show's about.
Two amazing people just parting ways.
No, two semi-par shitty people always parting ways.
Okay.
No, I mean, like, yeah, that's life.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a sore subject for him, so I don't want him to, like, I don't.
It's not his
It,
identity,
it actually
so it
may
doesn't
not
matter.
be anymore, but I know it was. He got an email from her, and
Oh God.
he just.
Why is an email so much more personal
I
than a
know,
fucking text anymore?
It was so sad. I guess I can broadcast this because I'm not naming names. And basically, she dumped him, and she's still one of my closest friends, and I don't hold it against her. And he's still my best friend. But he, and it was the day we got home from that camping trip. He didn't say anything. He had just opened his computer, saw the email, and just walked away. He walked
Computer open.
Yeah, he
everything
walked
just.
out of his room, down the stairs, out the front door, and just walked away.
You just need to fucking walk.
I was right next to him. I didn't see what he was reading. He just got up and left. He just started walking. And I was like, what just happened? And so I looked at his computer. I saw the email, read it, and I was like,
Fuck.
and so barefoot. This was like the most fucking The Notebook scene that's ever happened in my life.
It wasn't even you.
I saw it, and I sprinted barefoot down his fucking Piedmont Road.
Oh, that's gravelly as shit.
Yeah.
Especially knowing the timeline.
Chase him for about a mile
Fuck.
until I could catch up to him, and I calmed him down, brought him back to the
It's
house.
like, dude, let's just go home.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's going to be okay. And it was his first ever thing.
So he didn't care about anything beforehand.
I mean, he'd had some stuff going on, but that was his first serious long-term relationship. And
I can sympathize with that.
And I don't want to, like, put myself in there as an important player, but, like, I started that relationship on accident.
There was some agency.
Yeah,
on your
it was
part.
my two best friends. I felt so responsible for everything. And so I mean, yeah, barefoot down a fucking gravel road, chase that man.
Oh my God.
And yeah, like it was one of the just like most heartwarming,
Heartbreaking.
heartbreaking kind of moments I've ever had.
Since we're being a bunch of babies right now, that's an excellent segue into our next For Science segment.
Oh God. For science.
For science.
Science is the thing
So,
of stuff.
science of your life. So, for science this week, we're both going to be participating.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little
Interesting.
different. I'm going to fucking
So I have
rip the rug from your
I
feet.
have I guess 1.5 assignments this week.
I don't know what that means, and it probably won't even be brought up for this for science because mine's horrific. You and I will on shift during shift of our primary employment because Patreon hasn't picked up yet.
Whip our dicks out?
Yeah, but
I've
also
already
mainly,
done it.
but also mainly, we're going to be wearing Depends adult diapers for 2 full shifts. And I will make contact with you if you cannot make contact with me, and just get a checkup on what's going on with Rusty. But this is happening, and I will finance this. One, because Patreon hasn't fucking picked up yet. Where you at? And 2, because I need this to happen. Now, whether or not you choose
And
to
3,
use...
And 3, listeners, because I have $10.
So...
not $10 on me right now. $10.
Just $10. Is that...
Period.
And he bought a fucking new car.
I just
So
pulled
back
out
off.
my bank account. I have $10. So please, give me money.
We'll do this for you, but there's a give and take.
It's value for value.
So we are going to be wearing an adult diaper for 2 shifts at the same time. We'll coordinate to ensure that this happens at the exact same time. But we will guarantee.
I'm gonna chafe so hard, but also cleanest underwear I've worn in a long time.
Now, there's no requirement to use them, but also, are you really gonna wear an adult diaper and not use it?
Yeah, probably.
You fucking quitter.
Here's what I'll do. Man, so I'm in a different. Well,
I will drive to see you.
oh, that's fine. I know you will. I'm trying to put my thoughts into words. Thank you. I just had to do the most fucking unmanly thing and have another man open
It's
my
called
beer
beta
because
male.
my fucking because my
It was
fucking
beta male move.
my wedding ring trick is just not working today. I think it's this one. I think it's this
It's
specific
this bottle. Yeah,
It's-
whoever bottles.
I'm not trying to make
cider-
excuses. Anyway, I'm trying to put my thoughts into words on this. But I guess we're kind of in the same boat because neither of us wear full uniform at work.
Yeah, that's true. I started it, by the way, just so you know.
Started
Also,
what?
you can't breaking proto when it comes to wearing the full uniform.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I used to wear a half top or a half uniform, just only wearing the top.
Wait, did everybody wear the full uniform?
Yeah,
Really?
and you can't fucking disprove it,
It's never been a
Because-
requirement, has it?
as far as you know.
Well, in all seriousness, I've never
No,
claimed to start
So we had
that.
2 people that did it. We had blocked this name out with a beanie and a beard that used to be a team lead that stepped down
Mm-hmm.
from batteries. And then we had also blocked this name out that used to be a co-manager
Yeah, he doesn't count.
that no longer works with us. And they used to wear just the tops. So you wouldn't have known that
Okay.
had I not come clean. But I also did the same thing for the longest.
Well, I just stopped wearing them because I haven't done laundry in a while. Like an actual, all of my dirty laundry.
You haven't
in
handled
one
a
setting.
real load.
Yeah, no, literally. Like I'll
Yeah.
do. I'm gonna come clean here.
Wait, do I need to fucking amp up the
Yeah.
mics? All right,
Listeners-
real talk.
Listeners, I haven't done a load of my own laundry in like a month. I've been stealing my wife's socks.
What?
Yeah, I've been stealing my wife's socks. And she's gone, "Did you wear my socks?" And I go, "No, that's the same pair I
No.
wore the other day." Because she caught me one time.
You sneaky snake.
I just that's one thing. Like if I don't know if you've noticed, but every time you come over, I've just got done doing dishes. And that's not on purpose.
It's just a happy accident.
Yeah, like it's just the time I end up being able to do dishes. So like there's something going on with my routine because I used to do drunk laundry every Wednesday. That was my thing. It was actually a running joke when
yeah.
I was over in the building you work in. I would call it Drunk Laundry Wednesday. I would get plastered because it was when my wife was at school in a later class.
Yeah.
So I had absolutely no responsibility other than get some clothes cleaned.
Yeah.
So I'd go downstairs to the gas station, buy a 40, chug it, and then put a load in the washer.
So what does a 40 mean to you? I need some clarification.
It's 40 ounce or 40 milliliters or something.
I think a milliliter is an ounce.
Is it 40 ounces?
Okay, so this is going to definitely telegraph the fact that we're from America if our fucking trash, shitty accents haven't already.
It's a tall boy.
That's what I had assumed.
Yeah,
that
so
you were
it's
talking
a
about?
little bit bigger than this. It's like I think it's 2 of these.
That's 24 ounces. He just held up a 12 fluid ounce can. I don't think he knows what a 40 is. And that's okay because we're going to learn together.
No. It is called a 40. I'm not the only one that calls it that.
No. Russell,
It's
I'm-
a little bit bigger than this, right?
it's a lot bigger than that.
It's like that much taller, maybe.
Russell,
Hold on, I'm being serious because I'm confused.
you are confused.
When you call something a 40, it's about that much taller than this.
It is
right?
not an inch and a half taller than a than a 16-ounce can. That's not how it works. That's a 24-ounce can. And I'm about to pop your fucking cherry. When we do our Let's Play, when the video card comes in, we are going to do a collaborative Let's Play. And I don't know what game this is going to be conducive to. But we're going to have your hand on the left control stick, or left half of the controls, and my right hand on the right half of the controls, while our other hands are tied to a 40-ounce beverage, so that you can appreciate the girth that is involved in a 40-ounce beverage. The mouthpiece of a 40 is so fucking small in comparison to the body of a 40 that there is no way on earth you could possibly mistake the two. And you're going to be privy to a game called Edward 40 Hands.
Okay, yeah, no, I actually know what that is. And we are talking about the same thing.
No, we're not.
Hold on.
There's
hold
no
on,
way.
Hold on. This is what I was picturing.
That's a 24.
I just looked up Red's.
That's a 24.
I just looked up Red's Wicked Ale 40.
24. That's a 24, though.
And you're right, because the ad says Red's Wicked Ale beer 40 fluid ounces.
It doesn't
or
say
24
40.
Yeah. Fluid ounces.
Exactly.
What's a 40? Is that
We're
the
about to find out.
Is
You're
that
about
the
to fucking
wait?
I'm going to fucking ruin your life.
Is I'm genuinely concerned now. Is a 40
Should be.
Is a 40 like the Foster's can?
Nope. Not at all.
I'm
It's not that. It's
Look,
absolutely not that.
Look, Ben, you're being a dick, and I'm trying to understand, like, sincerely, because I'm concerned. But can I get back to my story that I was saying?
No, you can't. I get to be a dick for this one. I am a nice person 98% of my life.
Nice or unemotional?
Yes. You're going to get fucked.
That's
by 40
fine.
ounces.
That's fine. Listen, okay, so sorry.
Friday, we're going to record. Don't Canadian apologize to me, because I am fucking dead to that.
Listen, sorry. Let me finish my story here. I went downstairs. I would buy a Steel Reserve 24-ounce.
By the way, guys, Steel Reserve is fucking 8% over here, and
Yeah.
it is strong as fuck to us.
Yeah,
to us
and then
regular human
I would
beings.
also get a Red's Wicked Ale, which is also 8%.
And it will fuck us over.
And
So
it's-
our livers are not to the standards
and
that
it's
yours
a
are.
24-ounce. Sure.
Don't fucking mock me.
It's a tall boy.
I will wreck your liver.
My liver doesn't exist, motherfucker.
It won't
Anyway,
after this.
And then I'd do my laundry, and it was called drunk laundry.
yeah.
I would call. You can. I called it drunk laundry. You can ask.
Do I need to bleep that? Okay, yeah.
Not. Yeah, not. I said
Okay.
his nickname.
I understand.
Jesus. Anyway, we don't actually say because that would be, that would
Offensive.
actually be his actual name, and that would
And
be
he would
bad.
be mad.
Yeah. Anyway,
I understand.
I
I'm really good
you
at
can-
editing, right? You like this? Like, it's so seamless. You can't even fucking tell that I edited this.
Cunt.
I am gonna I'm gonna stroke myself off in all these.
This
these
is why
fucking
we
audio
always need to
edits.
record a third episode. Just make sure you tell your girlfriend that on Thursdays you won't be coming home.
Like, we just go to work together, and I wear the same clothes I did.
You can
before.
ride in the jet. I'll let you fucking drive it.
Dude. I would love to drive your Jetta.
Yeah.
It looks so
As
nice.
soon as I get the title, you can drive it.
Okay.
Anyway, but ever since my wife graduated and we've had this is a product of my ADD. And no, again, I'm not trying to make excuses. This is something I'm trying to work through. A giant factor in people who have ADHD is at some point they build up certain routines. And when those routines get broken, it is very, very difficult to create new routines for the same purpose. So when my wife graduated from college, her schedule changed. And then I also decided I wanted to start a fucking business around the same time with a coworker. And it just, my schedule's been difficult to work with. So yeah, again, to get back to what we were talking about a million minutes ago, I haven't done like actual full on all of my dirty clothes in at least a month, if not more. I supplement as much as I can, but again,
I do the same thing as well.
Yeah, but you have your own fucking washer and dryer.
That's true.
I don't. I have to pay for this shit. It's $1.75 per
I pay
load.
For it too. I just get to ignore the price.
Yeah, because it comes in your utilities.
Yeah.
I pay $1.75 per load. It doesn't matter the settings.
And give you a load for free. You just have to ask.
Anyway, but I've done my wife's laundry a million times since then. But yeah, I supplement my stuff in there. But I wear basically the same two pieces of clothing to work. It's a black t-shirt, a red t-shirt, or now this monster t-shirt with my blue uniform pants and a sweatshirt. That's about it. And I can't do anything else because acid likes to eat through clothing, and I work on batteries with acid in them. So it's either wear the unbreathable polyester fucking button up or sacrifice my shitty sweatshirts. And that's what I do, is sacrifice my shitty sweatshirts. And now since I haven't washed my shitty sweatshirts in a long time, my okay sweatshirts. And in about 2 weeks.
So wait. You're wearing sweatshirts in the job that we perform?
Yeah, I only take them off for maybe 5 minutes at a time to cool off.
Are you talking about hoodies or sweatshirts?
Hoodies.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to apologize on behalf of Russell for this fucking quandary of a mistake that has taken place.
You mean this normal thing because people call sweatshirts hoodies and hoodies sweatshirts?
Look at my fucking sleeve. Look at this. You see that tattered mess?
Yeah, how old's that shirt and how much do you wear it? Every day to work?
Every fucking day to work. And it's only probably 8 months old.
So I found a $50.
And this is also split between two. I bought a duplicate of this exact shirt.
Yeah, and your girlfriend wears it.
On occasion.
My wife 2 years ago bought me a sweatshirt from Hollister that was about $35, and it's the
Holidays, the sauce?
Yeah, Holiday dealership in Fond du Lac. No, Hollister. And
Yeah.
it's the most, like, it fits me so well. Like, it conforms to my figure so well.
I wish I had one of those.
It's a nice shirt. I noticed that the threads are wearing thin in certain full-on, like, actual spots because I got splashed on this $50 sweatshirt. Why is that happening? Because I haven't fucking done laundry and I resorted to wearing good sweatshirts. So you don't have the issue that I have.
Yeah, we're in separate paradigms.
Listen to me, butthole. You spent $100 at a concert for 2 sweatshirts that are... Shut the fuck up.
No.
You spent $100, I know, because I spent $50 on one zip-up hoodie that is made by the same person.
I spent $120.
Oh, my God. On 2 sweatshirts. $120 on 2 sweatshirts, right?
I had a bandana.
That's fucking fine with me. That are paper thin. I have a Asking Alexandria sweatshirt that I bought at an Asking Alexandria concert for $55 that I wear to work quite frequently.
That's comparable.
That is the same material. I'm almost positive it's the fucking same sweatshirt with the different logo.
I can almost guarantee that, yeah.
And you wear that every day. I change my clothes. Yeah. Why? Because my wife fucking judges me.
So I actually have this on a rotator when it comes to laundry. You will never smell me and that's because I make an active effort to guarantee you will never smell me. I may look like I'm wearing the same shit every fucking day, but you will never be able to smell the fact that I'm wearing the same band's hoodie
Here's a fact.
every fucking day.
Here's a fact for me.
Go for it.
If you knew me in high school, listeners, you'll know that, I was never the most, sought after person, but I never
Or
really.
athletic.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Or beautiful. Or charming.
Listen.
I'm going to cut this out.
No, don't. No. Keep this This episode is raw.
This is so genuine.
We're
We're going to wear Depends.
Yeah, we are.
This is so weird.
In high school, junior, senior year, I was very athletic, and I gained so much weight, and none of it was fat. But anyway,
Fuck yes.
it was my best time of my life as far as physical looks go.
Physique.
No, I would wear deodorant every day. I would take a shower every day. I don't do that anymore.
Why?
I wear deodorant when I go, pits are wet, and I pull it out of my backpack and I fucking put deodorant on.
Oh.
Who?
Russell, no.
That's the first time in
9
9 episodes that you've said my actual name.
That's true.
Why? Because deodorant's expensive. My parents used to buy me deodorant. This
How
is
is that
adult
expensive? I will purchase this for you if this is a concern. If this is a cry for help. I will.
And it's
Patreon listeners, please.
deodorant.
We need your
fund.
help.
We're gonna have a fucking tier just dedicated to my deodorant.
It's going to be met
fund.
after the fucking first contributor, but still, we're going to make it happen.
No, I've become so obsolete, and it started when I started this job that we both work at 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like-
because you're working heat or what?
I don't know. It's just because it's
Is it the stress?
no, it's
What?
it's
What
the
is it?
it's the change in routine. So what happened was, I moved down here a few years before I got this job, and I worked a full-time job at a different
Elsewhere.
place. Yeah, it's been a excess of at least 5 or more years that I've lived here.
Yeah.
And I've worked at this job for 2. Before that, I was working a full-time job where my routine didn't necessarily change. Showers kind of changed at least. I would shower at night instead of in the morning like I would before school.
You just don't shower in the mornings. It's just not a thing you do. Granted, we wake up way too fucking early for showers for regular
so
people.
my last job, my shift started at 5. Right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would start at 5.
A.M.?
Yep, a.m. So I'd wake up it was a half hour to get there. I'd wake up at 3:30.
And you'd shower your body off.
No. Immediately I started showering at night as soon as I get home from my grandparents' house who I lived with. I would shower.
Do you want to try that one more time so I can clip that?
For my grandparents' health, who I lived with,
Cool. I'm glad that you clarified that for me.
I would shower as soon as I got home from the hospital that I worked at. So I'd strip down to my skivvies and go straight to the shower. It's not as awkward because of the layout of the house. I would walk in the door, take my scrubs off, go straight to the shower.
Wait, they give you scrubs?
No, I had to pay for them.
You wore scrubs?
Yeah, I still do because I still work there.
Yeah. Okay.
But-
I thought that the uniform was going to be different for some reason.
I'm sure you did because you're fucking prejudiced.
No,
Anyway.
I watched Scrubs. All right.
I hate
so
that
I had
show.
assumed. What?
I hate that show.
That is such a fucking hot take.
No, it's not. I'm 4 years younger than you are. Do you know the difference between you and me as far as age goes?
That you fucking hate Scrubs?
Yeah, we're different generations. You're a millennial and I'm Gen Z.
That's true. Yeah, we have 2 generations.
And I used to think that was so what's the word?
I need to fucking process this.
The best word to say is I used to think calling out differences between generations was super quote unquote gay, but it's so true.
Yeah, we just have different perspectives.
We're
It's
so close in
absolutely
age.
true.
We're 3 or 4 years apart.
Max. Yeah.
And we're so different as far as like TV shows we fucking watched.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But also the advancement of
Can I talk about my
technology has been
showers?
drastic. No. But yes.
Anyway, like
Yeah,
so
we have
we're-
different perspectives. And that's
yeah,
okay.
we do. But yeah, fuck Scrubs. I tried watching. I didn't like it.
I would fuck Scrubs consensually.
I'm sure you did, but fucking the main guy Zach something beat up.
Zachary Braff.
Zach Barf beat up a child.
With extreme prejudice. He fucking murdered that child. That child had no chance.
For
He would
getting near
fucking-
the guy's fucking car.
Yeah. Yeah. He wrecked him. Fucking stay away from my car, guys.
Also,
Advance towards the fucking VW. I'm not going to give the model, even though I already have in a previous episode.
either way,
It's white, but it's not white. No
What?
cars that we have are white
you're
at all.
halfway. This is nonsense. Showers. But like ever since I started this current job, like the
So wait,
shower.
no. What's the layout of your home in your grandparents' house so that when you get off work, it's not weird that you're just going to the shower? What's happening? We never clarified that.
Well, I lied then, since we're going to clarify it. It is kind of weird. So, my grandparents at that point weren't both in wheelchairs. By the end of it, they were.
Holy shit!
one
I
of
made
them
some
was.
assumptions.
The layout is weird, and I lied.
Okay.
It's you walk in the door, you're in the living room with both grandparents.
That doesn't feel weird yet.
When you strip down to your skivvies, yeah, it's kind of weird. But
Are they just in the living room?
Yeah, they're already in the living room watching fucking Fox News.
Okay.
But they would close their eyes. It was it was an agreement that I made with my grandpa because my grandma was very susceptible to like things. I mean, she's got health issues. So
Are you gonna turn your grandma on and give her like a
she's still
erotic
alive.
stroke?
She's still alive. So
okay,
let's
let's
not
please
talk about this.
skip over this.
But anyway, I would go home. I'd get in the doorway. Grandparents would leave the room. I'd strip down, go to the bathroom, which
Yeah.
was literally like 10 feet away, and I'd get in the shower. That was
How
the
firm
routine.
were your butt cheeks at that point?
Quite.
The firmest? Okay.
Iron. Anyway,
Good.
but ever since I started this job 2 years ago, the routine it's like trying to create a routine has just kind of fallen onto the back burner. You know what I mean?
I wish I didn't understand that, but I've also performed the exact job that you have, and I exactly understand that.
It's just weird because there's different,
Stress levels hit differently on different days.
well,
It's not
listeners
consistent.
listeners who have ADHD, it's not a fad. ADHD is a real thing, and it really fucks with you because, like, especially for me with routines in general, it's so difficult to start a routine and then
Establish and then maintain.
maintaining it. Once you've established it, it's not difficult, but it's the establishment that's impossible.
That's why I said establish and then maintain.
Yeah, it's
that's why I chose the words I chose.
so like that's why like all like the only so I had started to create a routine when I had started this job, but
Double pits to chesty. Everyone knows that routine.
yeah, I mean that's fine. But then by the time when me and my wife got married, we lived with my grandmother because my grandfather had passed away. But we lived with my grandmother in that same house for 6 months, maybe.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah.
I don't want to make a joke of that because that's not a joke.
It was difficult, but it wasn't impossible.
Right.
And then we moved into the apartment that we live in, and in that area of so we got
That
married.
transition.
We got married. I worked at that hospital full time for a few months, and then so it was after we got married, I got the current job that I have.
Right.
So that's when the difficulty started. So I started that job, and then within a few months, I started that job in October, and by March of that same time period, we moved into the apartment we live in now. And ever since then, it's been difficult. And it has to do with just responsibility and being an adult and being on our own. And it's not something that I'm trying to like.
You're not going to shy away from the responsibility that you have.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like get myself out of the fact like, well, shouldn't be my problem. Somebody else should do this for me. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to.
You're adjusting.
I'm not trying to make excuses for the issues that I have created for myself. I'm just trying to explain my mindset. And so what has kind of happened is it's been difficult for me to maintain a routine and also adult at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And it has put into perspective just like my parents. It has put my parents in the thought that I've had of my parents as like from childhood into such a different perspective than I used to have. Just like trying to figure out how they fucking do that and also have 3 children
and then function.
How do you raise 3 children, work a job, my dad work a job that you fucking can't stand, my mom work her dream job with an impossible amount of responsibility.
Yeah.
And also raise 3 motherfuckers
that are separate in their own. Like you and your brothers seem so different from each other.
Have you met my brothers?
Not at all. Not at all. But from the brief periods of time that we've communicated about them, you seem so polar opposite from each other.
The best way to describe me and my 3 brothers is my oldest brother is Albert Einstein. I'm Dr. Evil, and my little brother is a dog. Like a pet dog.
He's going to appreciate that.
Not to disparage him. Like, as far as, like, my older brother is just, like, fucking aspiring to greatness. I'm a maniacal bastard, and my little brother needs
just the best and needs all of the assurance.
I'm not saying like he's a little bitch. I'm saying like he's a dog. He only wants the best for the people around him is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
So like saying he's a dog
is
is
such
kind
a
of
weird
like
way of explaining exactly what I needed to hear.
That's literally me. Like
that is the best explanation.
Like I can't really like my analogy sucked, but yeah, I'm not.
No, that's incredibly accurate. Actually.
Bro, I'm not trying to disparage you, little brother. I'm just like
I don't look.
You're just such a good person.
Me being so detached from the situation, that's not even a diss because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like
when you're saying that,
I should say he's more of a puppy. I shouldn't say dog. He's like a puppy. Like he just wants the best for everyone around him.
Yeah.
I am Satan with a sense of humor in a slapstick comedy, and my brother, my older brother, who lives in town, is a father.
Oh no!
A responsible adult. A working man.
So it's the standard by which you're going to be measured against.
Exactly.
Forever.
So it's like, now listen, I take pride in being the most interesting because nobody can expect what I'm gonna. Nobody can anticipate my actions.
Keep them on their toes
as far as my family goes. But like, it's just so. How could my parents do that? They raised 3 completely different people.
Yeah.
My father worked a job and is still working in that job since the year I was born.
With each thrust, some would consider that a dice roll.
And he hates it. He didn't want to do it. It wasn't the job he wanted. It's not the degree he got. But he got it because I was born. And he needed to do something. And the mother...
That's an excellent segue into the fact that we're going to be... We're considering a D&D podcast. And we're going to call it Dice Roll. Because we're going to roll the dice a lot. And I want you to think of every single thrust that Russ's father made into Russ's mother as a dice roll. Because he shook the bag of dice. And we're probably going to skip that, but also not. And, we just care about you as people. We want you to be invested in our journey. We want to be invested in your journeys. And the only way that that can happen is if you send us some emails to chillprismpod@gmail.com. No spaces. You don't have to worry about capitalizing anything. We just want you to join us here at chillprismpod@gmail.com. And we're going to take you on some journeys, just as our co-host Russ has taken you on some journeys. If you really want to just shoulder up that backpack and start hiking up the mountain trail with us, we know you'll appreciate it. We're also going to start doing a Let's Play series where you're going to join us on some ridiculous, probably piss poor journeys through some video games, your favorites. But the only way that we're going to know of your favorites and your suggestions is to send us some mail at chillprismpod@gmail.com. Again, that's on your shoulders. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for today. So, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And that's going to conclude this episode of Chill Prison Podcast. All right.